when you have the idea whom you want to meet in more details, you definitely have more chances to meet her. If in 95% of cases you get rejected, it is the reason to think maybe you should change something, maybe you should change your idea about your perfect woman. So how she is behaving towards you in your relationships. She is caring about me, or more exact things, she is preparing breakfast for me, she is taking care of our house, or we are dividing our responsibilities around the house. Hello my dear subscriber, today we talk about finding a right woman for you, and more specifically we talk about forming right profile, perfect match profile for finding a woman for a serious, for committed relationship. Don't forget to subscribe us if you didn't yet, and I hope this video will be useful for you. So let's start from the reasons, from the cases when a man can't choose someone. What I see in my practice of matchmaking, it's often the case when man comes even to our service, and when I ask about whom he wants to meet with us, or what type of woman is usually attractive for him, or whom he sees as his future wife, for example. Many men say, I don't know, just beautiful, just good looking, smart woman, that's it. But you know, when you have exact profile, at least in your mind, of this woman, when you have the idea whom you want to meet in more details, you definitely have more chances to meet her. Because if you think about your future wife in a broad sense, or you don't know whom you actually want to meet, you always reject all the candidates. And it is the case with this type of men too, because if they don't have exact idea whom they want to find, any candidate can be not good enough for them. And in such case, what we get always from such clients, they say, I don't like this, I don't like this woman, I don't like this woman, or I'm not attracted to her pictures. But you know, it's difficult to be attracted to pictures. We are usually attracted to real, to lively, vivid human being. Second reason is that men want someone and have a long list of requirements, but he dreams about someone who wouldn't be interested in him. For example, we can talk about a model this way. He can write down that she should be young, she should be extremely beautiful, she should be smart, with big boobs, etc., etc. Some unrealistic type of person, or someone that can be some star of TV or some model. But this type of women wouldn't be interested in this type of man at all. So it's important to have adequate esteem, self-esteem. We talked about it already. And when you form your request about woman whom you want to find, think and observe the reality. Check in the reality if you get attention of these women. How you can check in reality? It's going to just the simplest way is going to dating sites and to see if this type of women will be attracted to you. But now I don't talk about scamming type of sites, because of course their models will be writing you all the time. But I talk about usual applications when you can check the reality. And you can check the reality like if you live in a big city, for example, and you see many amazing women next to you, the women whom you like a lot. Just approach them, try to get acquainted, and if in 95% of cases you get rejected, it is the reason to think maybe you should change something, maybe you should change your idea about your perfect woman. And the other reason why men can't find someone right for them for a long time too, it's like third reason is it's negative attitude to everyone around, to everything around. So they always think in a negative way, and they don't like any woman because of some reason. They believe it's important reason, and so on. But you know, it is the case when a person should apply to a coach of relationships, to a psychologist, maybe to counselor, because it is something about the attitude to life overall, and it is going to any field of your life. But I hope it's not your case. Usually I have positive clients, positive subscribers even when you write me, when we talk. I love you, my subscribers, so I hope it's not about you. And now we go to the section where we talk about forming this profile, perfect match profile, exactly. There are different techniques, different approaches to this. For example, when I just finished the course of science-based coaching by Terry Orbach and in US, and she suggested three types of three techniques how to form your perfect match profile. Very interesting, but you should choose something, at least one, and as for these techniques, we can work together with them in individual work, face-to-face, or online, face-to-face in Zoom. But I will share with you now the techniques that I used for myself once. I don't remember where I took it, probably I just invented it myself. I was studying NLP, if you know this approach, and there is a scheme technique of 9 steps to reaching your goal. And when I was thinking about my family, my dating life, finding the right man for me, I was doing this exercise, and in some time, quite quickly, it worked out. I met this type of man, and I was surprised myself how wonderful it worked. So I suggest you this technique too now. If we talk about these 9 steps of reaching your goals, so there are some actions and some steps you should do. But today we talk only about this section of forming your perfect match profile. If you let me know if you like this video and make a comment. If you're really interested in this, I can tell you later about this 9-step system, how to reach your goal. And this goal can be in any field, including your personal life. So the first part of your perfect match profile can be, I called it like hard skills. Like, you know, in recruiting, they use these terms hard skills and soft skills for recruiting employees. But here, when I talk about hard skills, I mean some social characteristics of your match, prospective match. For example, here you can write what type of education she should have. How many marriages she should have before you, or never married, for example. If you agree with her having children or one kid or no one. Also, you can write here the criteria about her appearance, about her habits. So in general, it can be, I also call it like measurable criteria. It should be something that you can say exactly for sure if this person is like this or like this. For example, you put her age is from 25 to 35. She is slim, she has high education, she has a stable job, for example, and so on and so on. So there should be criteria that you can measure for sure, and you can say if they are at place or not. And you don't have doubts here because it's just the fact. The second part of this perfect match profile can be about soft skills. I call it soft skills, but it's more about personality traits. You should write here some traits of character that you adore in a woman, that you would like your match to have for sure. But remember, in both cases, in both parts, don't make a long list of all these requirements. I think that up to 10 points would be quite enough. So here you write what is important for you to see in your woman. For example, she should be kind, she should be positive, she should be forgiving or open-minded, and so on and so on. Some are very important issues for you. The third part of this perfect match profile should be about behavior. So when I did it for myself, I wrote down the type of behaviors the man should demonstrate when building relationship with me, and even behavior towards the world around, to people around. And you can write down here such cases, such things like being more home type, or being more party girl, depends on whom you like most. Or you can write down she loves animals, pets, or she doesn't love, and so on. Such important things. And also in this part of perfect match profile, try to write down about her behavior towards you. So how she is behaving towards you in your relationships. So it can be something she is caring about me, or more exact things, she is preparing breakfast for me, she is taking care of our house, or we are dividing our responsibilities around the house, she's playing with my kids, and so on. Anything that is important for you, so just take time, don't be in rush doing this exercise, and write down only really important issues here. And what else? I think it's a very important part, this section of this exercise. It's about how you will be feeling and how you will be behaving in these relationships, because we also talked with you a lot about it, about the balance of give and get, and it's also about knowing exactly what you want. And when you have this type of relationships that you just described in section third, what type of behavior, what type of life you will have. So what type of attitude you will demonstrate towards this woman, and how you will be feeling inside of your soul, inside of your heart, and just in your life. I found this exercise very useful, and it worked in my life. I did it with some of my friends, and it worked too. And now I suggest you to do it also for you, and probably you won't need any matchmaker. You can find your partner without anyone's help this way, because you know, when we have the exact idea in our mind, and we know how to reach it, and we write in details what we want, it's tended to happen sooner. Many people, I guess we all use it in business. When we have some goal, we write down what we want and how is the steps, how we will reach it step by step. But in personal life, for some reason, people often hope just for fate, for God, for when right time comes, and so on and so on. And I suggest you now to take your life into your hands, as we tell it in Russian, and write down, do it, this exercise, and I am sure it will work out for you too. And please let me know about the results. Share when you look at this video and do this exercise. Just let me know how it was for you, what you felt while you was doing this exercise, and maybe in some time when you have results, please share with me in comments, write to my personal email, and I will be happy to hear it, to discuss it with you probably. And put like to this video, and subscribe us. Just as a reminder, if you really like this video. And I hope to see you soon on my channel with some new topics. By the way, I'm thinking about preparing a video about how our brain works, so that when we visualize something, or when we write down such exact things about our dreams, how our brain helps us to reach them, with which mechanisms and which ways. Please let me know if this topic will be interesting for you too, and see you soon. Have a nice day. Goodbye.